All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to you, brothers that's out there laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word in truth and sincerity. And Shalom to you, believers out there, the Akim Wa'akwath. And what I wanted to go into with this lesson was, as you can see by the title, 21 smart cities confirmed, plus the article, he's going to go into it, but I'm going to read the article. Mastercard, new tech, okay, face and hand payment, plus Amazon One app, pawn sign up. And let me see, let's go to it. So basically, this is it. You see, Mastercard launches new tech that lets you pay with your face and your hand. Then when you get down to Amazon, a lot of you already know about Amazon One with the palm thing, but it says now what? They got the app to make sign up for its palm recognition service even easier. So we see gradualism at its finest. Okay. Let's start off with this scripture here. Habakkuk 2, starting at verse 2, it says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time." So, this is the time where we're starting to see more and more that they're gradually moving the people towards the MOTB, where it's literally that C hip will be inserted in your hand. Okay, that's why you have the all these biometrics. This is the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and we know this is the end. Why is that? Because our Lord Yahushua told us, gave us little clues. Wars and rumors of wars. As you can see, the president of Iran just died in a helicopter. It's like he was unalived in a helicopter crash, and it might be pointed towards Israel or the West. We have the earthquakes in diverse places. We have the pestilences, and we have the MOTB looming. All right. All these things is letting us know we're at the end, and it's speaking, man, and not lying. No, it's faithful and true. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. No, it might seem like it's taking forever, but stuff is really moving, But in the third verse, it said it will not lie. Okay, we know that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua they're not liars. Let's go here. Wait a minute, Slakia. I lost it. We're back. Yeah, let's go here. 2nd Esdras 15, verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy." And when you go into the word prophecy, it's going into telling what will happen in the future, way before it happened, or whether it be a day or 1,000 years. Okay, which I will put in the mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Yes. And we see it. We are witnessing firsthand. We have a front row seat at watching prophecy. Okay, all these things. You see Ezekiel 38 happening, how the Lord said he was going to put hooks in Russia jaws. Okay, we see that. Least of the flock should draw them out. You see these Israelis, all that's going on with Israel and Iran, and see the plot just thickened with the Iranian president dying in a helicopter crash, because everybody's pointing their fingers that it could be Israel. You see what I'm saying? And if it do come out, hey, that's just going to add fuel to the fire. So let's go to this video. Lord willing, this is edifying. All right. I just wanted to bring this to you, brothers and sisters' attention. I hate when it made me reset. All right. Hold on. Let's get it.
Rule number 3, you can't get rich slow. When I owned 100 houses.
What are these cities? Well, and what is a smart city? Hey, so guys, John here. 21 cities have just signed on to become smart cities throughout America. What are these cities? Well, and what is a smart city? A smart city are municipalities and urban areas that are deploying connected technologies and lot solutions to improve everything from critical infrastructure and public safety to efficiencies in city lighting, energy uses, to better traffic flow and mobility. all of which stand to make cities better places. Now, I did a video 4 months ago saying the biggest story in America is the scheduled collapse of U.S. cities. And in that video, I said the reason that these cities are falling because they want them to fall. If they fall, crime gets out of control, people are moving out, office buildings become vacant, and there's massive markdowns on these assets. They're able to go in there and pick up this inventory for pennies on the dollar, and people are going to demand a solution, and that solution is going to be tech, it's going to be AI, it's going to be automation.
Yeah, correct. Problem, solution. All right. They give you the problem, then they create the problem, then they give you the solution. All right, and the solution will be tech. Let's get it, revelation, because everybody's gonna have to be presented with this opportunity. Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we see this. The elites are gradually moving the people to this, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark and the name of the beast or the number of his name. Yeah, it's going to get to a point where cash is going to be done. All right, I did a lesson on that. Soon cash will be trash, and you see they moving forward with this thing. Okay, Mastercard talking about rolling this out full scale by next year. But we're going to go to that article. But you see, it's getting to the point of where now everything is facial recognition, palm recognition, biometrics.
It's going to be tech, it's going to be AI, it's going to be automation, and it's going to move everything into the future. Very similar to what we're seeing in China and all these videos online. This is what is coming to America. Now, in this video, I made a forecast about 5 years, 6 years is going to start to happen. We're already here. Everything is moving so fast. In the next 24 to 36 months, we are going to see all of these cities go through a massive, massive change. I mean, look at this, for example.
You said time moving fast. What is that? Let's get that. Because time is moving fast. What's that? Matthew 24. Starting at verse 21. For then shall be a great tribulation. Yeah, going into Jacob's trouble, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor evil shall be. So Jacob's trouble, man, we see it. We're leading up to all hell breaking up loose, that great tribulation, man. Each day the sun rise and fall, hey, we getting closer and closer. Verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And we see time moving. One day you wake up, it's Monday, already it's Wednesday, then it's Sunday, back to Monday. All right. We see the prophecies, they're moving. And things is moving quick, like he said. And that's for the elect's sake, man. All right.
Massive change. I mean, look at this, for example. This came out today. JP Morgan Chase and Mastercard, they're on this biometric breakthrough where you're soon going to start paying with your face. This is May 20th today. They're saying by next year, $3 trillion in transactions will be processed.
You see? And let's get to that article. All right. This is where things is going. It's not going to be, I'm going to take my $20, I'll go to the store. You're not even going to be able to get in the store without a lot of these biometrics. So here's the article, CNBC, Mastercard launches tech that lets you pay with your face or hand in stores. All right. It says Mastercard is piloting new technology that lets shoppers make payments with just their face or hand at the checkout point. The company on Tuesday launched a program for retailers to offer biometric payment methods like facial recognition and fingerprint scanning. At checkout, users will be able to authenticate their payment by showing their face or the palm of their hand instead of swiping their card. See? And a lot of people now don't swipe cards. They put in the CHIP part. Or now they got it where, Apple Pay, you can tap your phone. You can even tap your card now. All right, so, hey, nobody's really swiping. This is the gradualism. See? So let me scroll down a little bit more. Oh, we got all these. Let's see some. Thought it was more on it. Bear with me 1 second. Man, they just got all. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The program has already gone live in 5 St. Marquet grocery stores in Sao Paulo, Brazil. All right. Mastercard says it plans to roll it out globally. See, globally later this year. Okay. So we in May. So I mean, what? Later this year will be what? October, November, December, maybe. All the research that we've done has told us that consumers love biometrics. AJ Bahala, Mastercard's president of cyber and intelligence, told CNBC they want making a payment at a store to be as convenient as opening their phone, right? People love convenience, and that's why, a lot of people around the world are going to be hook, line, and sink into taking the MOTB. They're gonna be ripe for the taking. They're gonna be good for the taking. About 1.4 billion are expected to use facial recognition technology to authenticate a payment by 2025, more than doubling from 671 million in 2020, according to a forecast from Juniper Research. Okay, this is where it's heading. How does it work? To sign up, you take a picture of your face or scan your fingerprint to register with the app. See, gradualism. This is done either on your smartphone or at a payment terminal. You can then add a credit card, your money, which gets linked to your biometric data. Right? They're gonna want everything on one C-hip. It's gonna be your medical records, your dental records, your everything, your identification, your money, your all of that is going to be on one thing. That's where we're going. It says, when you jump down, it says it's similar to tech that's being trialed by Amazon in the U.S. And we got the article we're going to go into next. Mastercard said plans to bring the program to U.S., Europe, the Middle East, and Asia at a later date. See? So in the long run, Mastercard's vision is to make the tech globally interoperable, Bahala said. So once you stored your credentials, you could use it anywhere. So it don't matter. You can go from Tennessee, you can fly to China, you can use it. Then you can fly from Atlanta and you can go to Saudi Arabia and you can use it. See, he calls it all. Okay, it's not gonna be okay. You flew to Japan and you can't use it. No. Or it's just over in Europe, but it's not in Middle East. No, it's going to come a point where the whole world is going to be operating with this type of technology, man. Let's go.
This is how fast this train's moving. Amazon, on their website, Amazon One launches an app to make sign up for palm recognition services even easier. Imagine that. Go on your phone, take a picture of your palm, and then you're going to be able to complete a transaction. I'm going to break this down for you.
Again, that's where, you see what I'm saying? That's that MOTB, man. That's gradualism. Okay? Let's check this out. A little video on it. Move this down.
Meet Amazon One, the fast, convenient, contactless identity service that lets you enter, identify, and pay using only your palm. Signing up is simple. Sign in with your Amazon account and create your free profile. Take a photo of your palm, or both palms. Then visit any Amazon One device to enter, identify, or pay with your palm, and we'll activate your profile. Get started today.
There we go. We ain't even got to look at the article. Okay? Because of all, man. And a lot of people is going to be, they're not going to have the spirit to lean upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is why Esau is going to be able to, basically get them to conform. Like he said, it's going to be chaos, and then they're going to bring a solution, and the solution is going to be tech, which we know that solution going to lead to the MOTB. All right. And that's why, matter of fact, let's get this scripture real quick. What's that? Isaiah 36. Bear with me, I don't know why I do that. Isaiah, let's go to Isaiah 36. It says, verse 6, it says, Lo, thou trusteth in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. And we know right now we're in spiritual Egypt, because in Deuteronomy 28, all right, the last verse, the Lord told us he was going to bring us back to Egypt again by the way of ships. Whereon, if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Yeah, and everybody except for the elect is going to trust in this man. The elect is going, they're going to turn, they ain't going to get down. Whether it be, they have to go into prison, a camp, they have to die, get the guillotine. The elect is like, no. But everybody else, they going to fall for it, man. They're going to trust in this broken reed. And literally said, will go into his hand and pierce it. And that's what's really going to happen. You literally going to get something pierced. Your hand going to get pierced by that needle. And you're going to have something in your hand, man. Which is the MOTB, literally. That's the spirit. And we know that the modern day Pharaoh is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, who's running the planet Earth. All right, the earth has been given to the hand of the wicked. We know he the wicked. But right now, he's the king of Egypt, a.k.a. Babylon. All right, a.k.a. Syria. The Assyrian, man, a.k.a. America, man. Okay, so let's go back.
Complete a transaction. I'm going to break this down for you. I'm going to show you what is about to happen, because I believe nothing is more valuable than data. And when these cities are able to see what you eat, where you travel, who your friends are, if you jaywalk, where you live, your shopping habits, everything.
I don't know if you guys should be talking so loud. No, Lisa, it's not like the government is listening to everybody's conversation.
Complete control. That's what Esau Edom wants. Because he has a God complex, all right? We already know that. This man right here is, 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. It says in verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. And that already happened with the Israelites, okay? And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. He's being revealed, man. Okay, brothers is revealing this guy every day. Even his own people is coming against him. Their tongues is falling upon them, man. Verse 4, who opposeth and exalt himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is a God. So we already know this white man, this so-called white man, he has that God complex, and that's why he wants the total control. But he likes to do it in wickedness. Okay, so let's go back.
Buddy's conversation.
I mean, that data is more valuable than anything. And they're able to sell that data. They're able to do whatever they want with that data. And that's what's going to be happening inside of American cities. We're going to see trillion-dollar companies built on the backs of this data. So I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to give you the facts and show you what the future is going to look like in America. Please hit the like button, hit the like button. People share this content, educate more people about what's really going on. And today's video is sponsored by Link2, but more on that in just a little bit. Take a look at this. So these are some of the cities. New York City, Seattle, San Fran, D.C., Boston, Austin, Chicago, Columbus, Boulder, Denver, Los Angeles, Dallas, Charlotte, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Kansas City, Philadelphia, Vegas, Louisville, Portland, and San Diego. These are the list of American cities. So basically all the big cities are...
Yep, signed on. Let's get that. And soon it's going to be all of them, but, it's all about gradualism. Let me see, smart cities. I think I already, yep, here we go. So, yep, Dallas has smart water monitoring devices to track water usage. Seattle, Washington has a commitment to reducing its carbon footprint. See, that's going into, how brothers be doing videos about the carbon footprint on how they're going to be telling you, okay, you ate too much meat, tracking all of it, man. Your whereabouts, how far you can travel, if you can travel. Chicago, Illinois has a network of sensors mounted on light posts that collect real-time data on the city's environmental surroundings. Charlotte, North Carolina has a digital infrastructure that includes public Wi-Fi, traffic monitoring, and training programs. San Jose in 2018 passes a climate smart plan, making it one of the first major U.S. cities to chart a course to meet the greenhouse gas reduction targets set by International Paris Agreement. See, New York has climate adaptation projects to protect vital areas of the city from the effects of climate change. Investments in growing the local offshore wind industry and smart city initiatives like LED light projects, water leakage detection systems, and smart garbage cans. Man, they getting down. Boston consistently ranked America's smartest city by Forbes and is the forefront of innovation in education, technology, and arts. So these are the cities. Like he said, Austin, San Fran, DC. You got Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Columbus, LaGrange, Georgia, Fresno. Let's see. I was trying to look for the one he had. He probably would. Let's see. But yeah, this is it. Let me see something. Yup, this is where we going. So let's go back to the vid.
American cities. So basically, all the big cities are already signed on to this. And now this came out last week why AI accuracy is crucial for road safety. And what they're saying here is that we need to integrate AI into our travel because this is going to make roads a safer place, a better place for everybody by them being able to basically take all that data. Everything about the entire driving experience. Businesses with physical operations like transportation and logistics, construction, oil, gas, retail, delivery have more to gain from AI than potentially any other segment of the world's economy. With so much of their business happening far from their home offices or work sites, AI provides much needed visibility. Leaders at these companies manage billions of assets, including vehicles, equipment, while grappling with workforce that's increasingly prone to accidents, now at near record highs. The rise of dangerous behaviors such as distracted driving and speeding has led to grim statistics. Preliminary data from the National Safety Council found that more than 44,000 people passed away in just last year, with the astronomical costs associated with each fatal collision often surpassing $7 million. The urgent need for a different solution has never been more clear. Now, this is also a goldmine for insurance companies because they're going to say, oh, John, I saw you were on your phone when you were in downtown LA or when you were in Miami, at a red light. You're putting us in a place where we're assuming more risk with this policy. We need to increase your rates to justify, this, for you to stay on board.
You see, and that's where it's going to go, where even if you jaywalk, they can just hit you with a ticket. You get it, you open your mailbox, and it's a $50 ticket. Or either they just deduct it. If you got the MOTB, they'll have it where they automatically just deduct it. And you see a video of you jaywalking, the day before. This is where it's going. And this is why in them smart cities, okay, it said what? It said, which one was it? It says Chicago, Illinois has a network of sensors mounted on light posts that collect real-time data on the city's environmental surroundings, right? That real-time data as uh, them hit and runs. Oh, nah, they got you on camera. Jaywalking, they got you on camera. Oh, I seen you. You was at the light. Your girl called you. You talked to her for about 5 minutes. They got you. And you didn't think nothing was. See, right now, you do that and ain't nothing gonna happen. The police will actually have to see you. But they're gonna have it where everything is just monitored. Look, North Carolina has a digital infrastructure that includes public Wi-Fi, traffic monitoring, and training programs. So the traffic monitoring in Charlotte, that's, they can just be recording, snapshotting you. Oh, you was on the phone. Snap, snap, snap. Right now, they'll send you a ticket, but in the future, they can just deduct it. That's why they want to control. That's why they want everything digital, because it's way more control. See, if they give you a ticket in the mail now, you could just not pay it. Then they can keep hitting you with fees and eventually take your license or something like that. But they want it to where it's like, nah, you owe us, you gonna pay. It's no way you can not turn it off because we already got you linked into the system. Total control, man. And that's why I said, because you got some people that teach Jacob's Trouble is like when we was in hardcore slavery and stuff like that. That was a horrible time, but this time is going to be way worse because it's just going to be hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore slavery. It's going to be a real live prison, man. They got technology. They talking about where if you think something, you know what I'm saying, you can be penalized. See, when we was in slavery, we can think about killing the master all day, and he wouldn't know. But see, they got technology now, and that's why even when you go here to Revelation 13 and 14, what do it say? I'm gonna get to the point. It says, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, man. Okay, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Okay, and we know ancient Rome, okay, was wounded. Ancient Rome went down, and then you had Jake coming to power, but then the Edomites, they rose back up, which is called they started doing iconoclasm, which was called that Renaissance period. That was that rebirth of the so-called white man coming back into power. Okay, but see, those miracles is going into the technology, and all this AI. That's this man miracles. Okay, let's go into it.
This, for you to stay on board. We're going to start to see this information moving so quickly. It's going to be pretty concerning. Really, it's going to be really concerning. Link 2 is shaking up the investment game by giving every $billion. The link in the description just below this video to get started learning more about Link 2 and investing in privately held high-growth companies. They say AI's potential to transform the way police investigate and solve crimes, and they say AI can augment existing security infrastructure to improve public safety by connecting networks to cameras and sensors. Now, here's how this is all going to work. Look at this office building. This office building in St. Louis sold in 2006 for $205 million. How much do you think this property just sold for? Answer, $3.6 million. They lost 98% of their value. 98% of their value. So imagine an investor steps in there and they're able to switch this into residential. They're able to do something with it. Maybe a government entity acquires that building, and we're going to start seeing all of these deals trade for almost nothing because you have about $1.8 trillion, almost $2 trillion of these loans that has to get rolled over the next 24 months. They're going to start buying up everything, all of these big buildings, and converting it. Right now, it's a mess converting these deals. I was reading this article, and they're talking about all the red tape for you to get funding. The White House has about $34 billion in funding for $35 billion financing available for transit-oriented development projects to convert this from office to residential. But for you to be able to get access to it, you have to wait 18 to 24 months. And basically, you have to hold the debt for 18 to 24 months. You have to pay taxes, pay everything. And then you have to hit a certain, like checkpoint list. And you have to also put $1 million as non-refundable deposit just for them to consider you. So right now it's messy. What I bet is going to happen.
And see, problem, reaction, solution, all this is going into. Okay, they're going to let these cities go down. They buy up everything. Then they, turn it around. Then they put all these stipulations. All right, that's what they did in inner cities, gentrification. All right, you go into like Detroit, other cities where they let the neighborhood, the houses, they be vacant, they be messed up. Then all of a sudden, they come in there and buy all the property and raise the rent prices, and then they really want niggas out of there. And then next thing you know, they got the community. A community that was majority so-called black. Okay, over time, you start seeing Esau move in these other nations. I was talking to my mother the other day, and she was telling me, because I'm from Detroit, all right, she was telling me the other day that this school in Detroit, now you see all type of kids, Chinese kids and white kids and black kids, all these different nations. They right there in the city, man. And for a long time, that school they had, it was just predominantly so-called black, but now it's mixed up. Okay, and that's what they're gonna do, basically on a global scale with a lot of these cities, man.
Is they're going to get rid of a lot of this red tape when the big guys step in and start acquiring everything, and they are going to start moving people into communal bathrooms. Maybe there's, let's say, this one floor and there's 30 units there. Maybe they have 9, 10 bathrooms, hypothetically, making it a lot easier for them to cash flow on these deals. Because if you were to buy one of these buildings and bring it up to today's standards, it would be nearly impossible. You'd probably have to demo the building. But if they were to reduce those standards to where it's like a communal style living, which they've already done case studies, deep pocket investors have already done case studies on what that would look like in New York City. That starts to roll out. We're going to see a lot of these changes. I mean, look at, for example, on whitehouse.gov, you can see the URL right there. They say that commercial real estate investment volumes fell by 64% year over year in the second quarter of 2023. At the same time, office vacancies reached a 30-year high of 18.2%. And they go on to say that a new initiative announced today right here, that vacancies persist from coast to coast. The vacancy rates have reduced foot traffic to the office-adjacent economy, reducing demand at local businesses, including restaurants, dry cleaners, convenience stores, retailers, hair salons. And so what they want to do is they want to convert this to residential. How can they?
You see? So they can do whatever they want, for the everyday Joe Schmo. Yeah, you got to go through all these stipulations and rules and regulations and down payments. But for the big guys, they can come in, drop some money, and they can get it and turn it residential because they want everybody jam-packed. That's a part of the smart cities. And then you got 15-minute cities. So this is the plan, man. I'm just kind of letting this play so you brothers and sisters can get this information.
Do that if they have today's building standards. They can't. So what are they going to do? They're going to change this. They're going to change the codes to force people into cities because it's going to be a lot cheaper to live in a city than it's going to be to live anywhere else. Here's what I mean by that. So in 2022, population in New York City, 8.336 million. What do you think the population will be in 8 years? Or rather, 8 years from when this was put out, 6 years from today? Well, answer 9.12, according to a government website. So they're going to basically add 18% of the entire population over the next 6 years. So how is that going to be possible? If you have that amount of people moving into the cities, they're going to be doing so based on affordability. They're not going to be doing so because they want to. It's going to be cheaper to live in a city than it's going to be living anywhere else. Look at San Francisco. Population today, 808,000. What is the population going to be in 6 years? 983,000. So you go from 808 to 983, almost at, about 20%, a little over 20% population growth over the next 5 years, right? They're going to be doing this by following the blueprint. I mean, look at this article right here. This came out in 2016. They say, and by that time,
And that's the spirit to say 2/3 of the world.
2/3 of the world's population will live in cities. And they go on to say right here that the proportion of populations living in urban areas is expected to increase 82% in 6 years. So it's really, really shocking. What I think is going to happen here is we're going to start to see everything cheaper in cities. And we're going to see everything. I mean, even Target, for example. Target just announced that they're reducing prices on 5,000 products, right? So you're able to eat cheaper food. You're able to travel, get around on transit at a much lower price. You're going to be able to get an apartment at a much lower price. Yeah, everything's going to be kind of plugged into a UBI, the Universal Basic Income.
Yeah, what do the scriptures say about all them cheap prices? All right, this is how the people gonna get took, man. Scriptures don't lie. That's why I put 2 Esdras 15. They faithful and true. Let me see. I might have to. Yup, 2 Esdras 16 and 21 came to my mind. What did it say? It says, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. All right, this is what's coming. That sword, famine, and great confusion, man. Okay, we already see it, but those victuals and things, like he said, is going to be cheaper, but that only means things is really getting worse. And that's why we got to be thankful for this word, because we can filter all this through the scriptures. We not going to be took by this. We're not going to be saying, oh my goodness, the rent went down, the food went down. Oh my God, things is getting back to normal. We good. Nah, we going to know. Like this, this the calm before the storm, baby.
Able to get an apartment at a much lower price. Yeah, everything's going to be kind of plugged into a UBI, the Universal Basic Income, and it's just going to be more accessible for most people to live inside of a city. And a lot of people that have online jobs, online businesses that make a lot of money online, they're going to be running their business, from the suburbs. They're going to be, buying a nice home in the suburbs and running everything directly from there. So we're going to likely see a really, really big shift in policy decisions over the next year or so, and a massive migration of people with money leaving the cities, and a lot of people that have no other option going directly to the cities. What do you think about this entire situation? Drop below. Let's have a conversation about this.
Yeah, that's it, brothers and sisters. I just wanted to bring this information out. All right, Lord willing, this was edifying to the next lesson. Shalom.